Alright, so this is reflection number 3. And since the last time that I reflected, 4 weeks ago, in October, um, not too much has changed this time around. It actually hasn't picked up, we haven't actually picked up in attendance yet, but it's going to be next week actually from here. So it hasn't been anything terribly too challenging, terribly different, or terribly new since my last reflection. But in terms of things that have maybe developed or accomplished, but once again, you don't really have an accomplishment that is sort of say along the lines of, I've saved the company 25%, cut budgets by such and such, those sort of things. That's more a white-collar job and a blue-collar job. But things that I have accomplished, once again, on a daily basis. It's the interaction with guests. It's the feeling we have with guests, the feelings we give them, the gratification we give them, the happiness we give them. I mean, we're Disney World. We're the happiest place on earth, and it's our role as cast members to, fulfill this obligation of happiness to our guests. And once again, I've kept those accomplishments, but the one accomplishment that I wanted to set out was to get a second position, such as being a Coke stocker, which is a position in which we restock all the parks throughout the park. It's a different position. It's kind of cool to have 2 different jobs. It's not a pay raise per se, but it's something I wanted to do. I set out to try and do it. I did all the necessary things to do it. I signed up on sheets. I tried to prove my work. I was doing all these sort of things you needed to do, but unfortunately, it didn't work. But I tried, and that's sort of what counts. And I have certainly created a good and healthy relationship with my managers. I've never really had any problems. I've been told that I've never, not much of a difficulty. I do my job right, and that's what matters. But things I've developed, certainly I've developed and really gotten really good at is multitasking, because I could be operating a stand, having to collect money from the guests, get to place an order, have a Coke going on over here, popcorn kettle with popcorn in the kettle, popping, 4 different things going on once. And all the whole time I got to keep, tracks of certain things that may have gotten spoiled. I got to make sure those get recorded, and all these things are going through my mind at once. And that is you certainly develop multitasking very quickly, and you get really good at it over these months. That's certainly one of the skills that I've really perfected, I guess you could say. But as to what I've maybe found the most challenging is actually the irrational guests you can sometimes get. Unfortunately, some guests just cannot be talked or understand your point of view. Let us say that one guest may want popcorn without salt and would expect us to provide them popcorn without salt. Well, from our position, that would be impossible. And so, having to try and reason that with them, especially a guest who's just waited in line for 70 minutes for a ride that was 2 minutes long, they come out, they're angry, their kids are screaming, and they buy some popcorn. They're from another country where popcorn is not salted, it's sweet. They come up to you, and why is this popcorn salted? Most we can do is refund them their money, but sometimes that's just not good enough for them. They don't understand why our popcorn is salted. But, and I've reasoned with them, and eventually that's all you can do. And so you learn the ugly side of guest relations a bit, but by doing that, you certainly build yourself into being a better character who can handle customer relations very well, because you understand the ugly side of it. Because for Disney World, we're one of the busiest places on earth, if not the busiest place on earth. And so we have the most impatient guests regularly, frequently, on a daily basis. But there are certainly been things I've enjoyed. Of course, there's been things I've enjoyed. The gratification you give to guests. The holiday seasons are coming up. That's great. But what's the thing I've enjoyed the most? Well, this 4 weeks, something new that I've enjoyed was sharing the magic with someone personal and close to me. I've had a close member, one of my friends, come here. We're very close. We're actually in a relationship. She's my girlfriend. And sharing her and giving her the inside perspective on the entire place it's the place is Disney World, and you're on the inside of it, and you're sharing that with people that you've known before you were on the inside. It's magical, certainly. It's just fulfilling, really, knowing that you're on the inside of a winning company, of a winning team, and that you know the inside of a famous place, a place that we've all known and cherished. But you're a part of that family, you're a part of that, you're a member of that team, and having that feeling has certainly been very gratifying. And I hope that these feelings continue for the rest of